our new Mutants
trailer. Yes.
Trailer. We're going to do trailer time for you guys.
Trailer time!
So,
who doesn't like trailer time? Nobody doesn't like trailer time.
I love trailer time. I haven't watched this trailer. New Mutants, just some background information. It was supposed to come out 20 years ago.
Yes.
We've had 2, but realistically...
Arya Stark is now a mother of 3.
Realistically, we've had both Avenger movie come out. We have a whole Star Wars trilogy come out. This movie was supposed to already be done with.
Yes.
So I'm very curious to see what they've done with this movie.
Well, also, I don't know if they've changed the movie. I heard that like nothing's been altered.
I've heard they went back to the original vision.
Yes.
They had a vision, and it was supposed to be like a dark, creepy thing. Remember for the first trailer? Yeah. Those of you who are deep cut nerds. Then they changed it, I guess, to make it a little bit more pliable in the current climate. And they're like, nah, we want to at least have a good movie. We're going to go back to the darker thing. I think that's the trajectory of what happened with this.
It is. And also, obviously, with the Disney-Fox merger, this got on the back burner and way delayed because this is the last Fox X-Men movie in the pipeline. So this one, like, when Phoenix came out, which was rough.
I didn't even watch it.
Lucky you. This kind of melded the solidification of Fox going to Disney, and Disney was like, hey, we don't even know if we're going to release this movie. It had a lot of problems back in Fox, but they're releasing it, which I think is good because I think the fans want to see it. I want to see it. I know you were really excited.
I was really excited.
So I think they've updated a little bit. The trailer looks great. Let's take a look and talk about it.
All right.
And now it comes out April 3rd if you guys haven't read on the text.
All right.
Doo-ba-doo.
Let me make sure this is right. Beautiful. 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 Are we beautiful?
Beautiful.
Hopefully this is done right so you guys can see this. Ooh.
What's the last thing you remember, Daddy?
Is that blood? Blood. Oh.
He said we had to run.
I was scared.
Little American Horror Story. Hate that. You're just
the
walking
reason
home
you
in the snow and shit
survived
starts falling out.
is because you're a very uncommon girl.
I think she was from Logan.
Sure.
You're not alone.
Yes.
Not anymore.
I'm not.
Do you know what mutants are?
Looking like an AA meeting
Would
for
anyone
mutants.
like to share their first time?
The first time.
Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream.
Oh,
Maisie Williams.
I just lost control.
Wolfsbane.
that's right. That's
Sam?
right. I forgot who she was.
I just started
Oh.
panicking. People got hurt.
Cannonball.
Roberto?
Oh, I'm really loving this movie.
I burned her.
Creepy.
I don't do scary.
Liliana?
I killed 18 men.
Magic.
Oh.
My favorite.
I won.
Nostrovia. And she had the attitude too. That was good.
I don't think she looks.
This isn't a hospital. It's a cage.
Little Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah.
Brick in the wall.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I forget who she is.
I saw something.
I really hope they keep Wolfsbane in
wanted me
the
to see.
MCU.
It's gotta be Shadow King, right?
Yeah, it has to be. We'll talk about it after.
I don't think we're here to get better.
You ever notice the guy from Stranger Things is always holding someone's hand and running?
It makes you live through it
You gotta do
until
it.
it kills you.
No, fuck that.
This is awesome.
Who's there?
Oh,
We
is
can get
that
out of
Demon Bear?
this.
I think it's Shadow King.
Together.
Oh,
Cannonball. Yes. Yes.
Oh, sexy.
Yes, magic. Oh, she was in Limbo.
Oh, she went to Limbo.
That looks awesome.
You want me to freeze frame anywhere in particular?
Yeah, on Magic's
On her arm?
freaking arm and Limbo's soul sword.
Here we go.
What?
Hold on.
I was waiting to see that in the first trailer, you dicks. Look at that shit.
That's beautiful.
So for those of you who don't know, Magic is Ilyana.
The sister of Colossus.
Yes,
the
the
guy who
younger
turned steel.
sister. Also Russian. So that's why, like, she has magic portal abilities that make her go in and out, almost like Nightcrawler, where they explain Nightcrawler when he jumps goes between dimensions. That's how he disappears and comes back. Like, he's not actually on the same plane of the universe that we are.
Correct.
She can portal and do that, but she goes into limbo.
Yes.
Which in Marvel is like a real place full of like demons. It's almost like hell.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's the middle. It's the in-between of the two worlds, if you will.
Yeah.
Full of monsters and demons and other things like that. And she could communicate with the demons.
Yes.
She has a good relationship.
And
I think she was raised in there as well.
A little bit, but she's also the queen of limbo. That's why she has the sword.
Yes.
So like she rules limbo basically, and it gives her magic powers.
Where's the sword?
And I think they show it right. Yeah, like that seems like her portal, and she comes out of limbo with the sword.
Such a creepy version of the song too.
Oh yeah,
there it is. You
which
see
is
it real
gonna be
quick?
sick. So I lightsaber or like what is it? The Power Rangers sword?
Oh yes. I know what you're talking about.
So like I think magic is going to be huge in this movie. I think because of her power, she's going to be the one who accidentally brings the Shadow King into our world.
So, who is the Shadow King?
So the Shadow King is this ancient mutant.
Yes.
Of Middle Eastern descent, and he basically can go through dimensions. He controls the dark areas of like different portals, dimensions. Very sci-fi.
He doesn't have a body of his own.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you see him manifest, like you see here, as this dark creature, this entity.
Yeah.
A lot of times he jumps into minds and starts warping people.
Think of like if Professor Xavier was like the evilest person on the planet.
Correct.
Like he can just go into your mind, like almost make you think of like Professor Xavier mixed with like the Yellow Lanterns. He makes you feel fear. Like he breaks you down to your lowest common denominator.
If you've seen Legion, he was in Legion. He was that creepy guy. So we might see him here again.
Or if you read the current Astonishing X-Men run that Matt Rosenberg did a couple years ago, he was all up in that when Xavier came back.
Towards the end
when Xavier came back. Great villain in the X-Men universe. Creepy as hell.
I think he's better on screen in live action than he is in the comics, because in the comics, like, you get the creepiness, but like with anything in live action, with the special effects and then the tension building with the score, like even in the trailer, I'm drawn in a little bit more. You know, defenses are lowered. You know, things are quieter. You're listening. You're picking up to try to hear things, and then and they're like, "Oh my God, Shadow King, stop it,
stop it."
What I really like about this, when you look at the sad sack of teenagers in a circle, Magic is the only one who seems confident and comfortable with their abilities.
Yes,
that she can control it, which, you know, it's very, well, it's so much like her character. She's always been strong. She's always been independent. And
she's always ruined Kitty and Colossus's entire relationship.
We're not talking about that right now.
Evil bitch.
We could talk about that on another.
So mad.
She broke up a fucking wedding, man. I'm not getting into it. I was very upset.
She ruined the wedding.
It's because of Marvel. They didn't want them to get married because they're cock blockers. Talk about New Mutants now. You know, seeing her
ruined your fairy tale ending.
Shut up. Seeing her, you know, have control of her abilities, you know, when everybody else doesn't, you know, it's going to be a great for her. She's going to be the natural born leader.
Yeah.
Very strong. We're going to follow her. We're going to be rooting for her.
But it also, it portrays, sorry to cut you off, but it portrays the dynamic of teenagers well, right? You have...
Betrays or portrays?
Sorry, portrays, yes.
Okay.
Not betrays, sorry. Wrong word. English is my first language. So if you take, like, Wolfsbane, you have... You know, you have a short-haired girl who's like kind of awkward. You have the kid who's like the guy who's like really.
He looks cracked out.
Like kind of Cannonball's like very like, you know, burnout and like, you know,
eat some donuts,
never get sleep kind of look like.
Yes.
And then you have like the blonde girl who's like, I'm confident, I don't give a shit. But like that range of characterization is very much
fits the stereotypes of each role.
The stereotypes of teenagers. So,
and then you have the newcomer. She doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, she's like, where do I fit in all this? Like, it's gonna have that teenager dynamic, which is good.
Yes.
But I really hope, like, especially since this is such a different type of X-Men movie and a different type of, you know, Fox movie that they kind of were linear doing like these X-Men movies for a while. I hope they kind of finish this out and it's good. Like, I really hope it's good.
Here's my biggest question to you and to all of you at home. If this movie does well, if fans love it, does that mean Marvel is going to continue that franchise with these particular people in the X-Men universe? Because for all we know, this movie doesn't make any connections to any other mutants.
Yeah.
All we know, this is on them on their own. Do they build the X-Men universe from this world?
I think no building, because I think, like, when you talk about Feige, right? Like, this is a guy who has his plan set out years in advance, right? Like, he's like Charlie on the wall with, like, the red dots. He's like, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to do this. Like, he's already got, like, 2027 in the pipeline.
So does that mean that they could be incorporated in if done well?
I think incorporated, yes. I don't think they're going to start from there. But if this does really well and it's a huge hit and they make $1 billion off of it or close to $1 billion off of it, I think you could say, all right, we'll make a sequel and make it part of the MCU later down the line when we establish this X-Men plan that we've had. Because again, what did we talk about last week? You have a point A and point B. How you get there can change.
Correct.
Instead of taking a right, you could take a left, and you have to go down this road. But as long as you get to that end point, as long as that main timeline story is there, you can place that somewhere. So I think it's a possibility.
I have to say, this trailer has me
So much better than the first one.
so much. And the first one, I didn't have a problem with. I liked it.
I was a little confused in the first one.
I liked it, but didn't love it, right? Even in that first trailer, I was more confident about that movie than a lot of the other X-Men movies. Now, after watching this movie,
Yeah.
I am probably the most excited about an X-Men movie that I have been since Logan. And then I'm counting all those other movies. I was like, wow, this feels...
And Logan, to me,
X-Men.
that year was the best movie of the year. Like,
Yes.
that, to me, was Fox's coup de grace. Like, that was amazing.
I think this is going to be a fantastic movie. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm now seeing the second trailer, looking forward to it way more.
Okay, good.
It also, to me, for all you, like, uber deep cut nerds, gave me that Bill Sienkiewicz vibe. He was the original artist for New Mutants.
Thank you. I was like, I knew that name.
And
I knew
his
that name.
art style is very specific.
Yes,
He's also
it is.
from Jersey, so shout out to Bill Sienkiewicz. Jersey.
You can come whenever you want. You're not going to, but if you want to, we're here.
But great guy, too.
Isn't
Met
he-
him a bunch
isn't
of
he
times.
old?
No, he's like 50s.
Why did I think
Early
he was
50s.
70?
No, he's like 50s.
Who's Bill that's 70? Murray? How old is Murray?
Bill Murray's really old.
Maybe that's
He's
what I'm
almost
thinking
80.
of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, but Bill Sienkiewicz did the original art. I got this kind of dark, smoky vibe in this trailer.
in this whole trailer, yes.
Where Sienkiewicz is very, like, has, like, the very kind of, like, painted, smoky textures.
Correct.
I felt this very prominently, which to me is like, oh, that texture's for us. Like, that's for the fans. So I'm excited for that.
So, guys, let me know down below what you think of this trailer. Are you excited for this movie? Did you forget about it? Do you think this
Both.
will be incorporated into the MCU at some point, if done well? You got to let me know.